I'm on tour, London, Southampton, Swindon, Swansea. Ticket link below this video. Now, as HSBC mess customers around by introducing mortgage offers, then snatching them back off the market a few days later, financial experts like former Bank of England Governor Mark Carney are lining up to let us all know that mortgage interest rates are going to be cripplingly high for the foreseeable future. So if you're not a homeowner, you've got no chance of getting out of the rental market. And if you are a homeowner with a mortgage, there's every chance you won't be able to afford it before long and you'll end up back in the rental market. The only trouble is, of course, the rental market is collapsing because buy-to-let landlords are all selling up because they're being so aggressively taxed by this mind-blowingly incompetent government that they're losing money on their property hand over fist. And what few properties are available are being let at sky-high extortionate rates because demand is far outstripping supply. At this rate, no one will be able to afford to live anywhere in 5 years' time, which means it's a great time to start a tent business. I'm predicting there'll be a lot of people just living in tents by the year 2030. Either that, or there'll be an average 10 people living in a 2-bed house. Family members, lodgers, friends, all working full-time and chipping in money just to cover the rent. I've got a pokey little old house in a fairly high crime area, and through fortunate timing and nothing else, I happen to be locked into a low interest fixed rate mortgage until 2027. Just a few years ago, that would have made me a deeply unimpressive person, but in the current UK housing market, it almost puts me on the Sunday Times rich list. If you're a young person with aspirations of home ownership or a middle-aged person desperately struggling to cling on to your heavily mortgaged home, what I would say is give up and start focusing on where you're going to erect your tent, because your new life in a tent could be a wonderful life if you find the right location, perhaps a quiet spot somewhere by a lake, a spot that catches the sun and yet at the same time is sheltered by tree cover. As with all things, the more organised you are, the better things will turn out for you. Or maybe not. I mean, as soon as tent cities start popping up everywhere, it won't be long before we're all paying a tent tax. And within a short space of time, that tent tax will be so high, you'll have to share your tent with someone else. And sooner or later, that's going to stink. And then there'll be some extra environmental stink tax to pay. And before you know it, you can't even afford to live in a tent. And before you know it, you'll just be living up a tree, competing for space with pigeons. But on the upside, a return to nature will probably have a very positive impact on the nation's mental and physical health, which is just as well, as by that stage, all the doctors, surgeons and nurses will have left the country for a better life somewhere less communist-y. Please do like and subscribe, and for early access to all my content, support me on Patreon, or contribute to my PayPal by following the links below this video. This channel only exists with your support, so please do contribute what you can. Thanks for watching.